How about it? 60 consecutive days, right? 60-day challenge party. You guys, raise your hand if you've done a 60-day challenge. Maybe not necessarily this one, that you've done a challenge. Excellent. You guys can raise your hand out there too. Great. It is something not only to achieve it, but to decide to do it. How many of you signed up for it this time? Forget if you finished it or not. How many signed up to do it this time? Okay, now how many of you finished the 60-day challenge this time? Wow, you guys, round of applause, right? Yeah. You know, we do it twice a year. And again, it takes something to sign up for it, and it really takes something, right, to start it, and then it takes something even extra to continue to do it and to finish it, right? It's 90 minutes. You know, you're sweaty, you got to take a shower, you got to think about your washing your stinky clothes, how you're going to eat, how you're going to hydrate, right? Schedules with family. So it tells me that there was something in this for you that made that all worth it, right? So congratulations, all of you. You know, this is a night to celebrate that, but it's also a night to recognize the choice that you did it, you're doing it. The recognition, right? Not only for us to recognize you, but for you to recognize it within yourself that you did something so big. It is big that you decided to do this for 60 consecutive days. So one more round of applause for that. Yes. So you guys are in luck. So we're going to hear the stories, testimonies, your journeys on the 60-day challenge, those of you that did it. And thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much, you guys, for bringing the food. How about we do the potluck all the time, right? I think that was a great added bonus. And then you guys, too, look what we found. We found a lot more T-shirts, right, than what we had before. So those of you that finished the challenge, you're in luck. You get to come up here and have a selection of what fashion, what color you want to have, right? And take home one of the shirts. And we also have these great little bags. And then these bags, I don't get tired of them. I think they're kind of cool, right? These bags, too, that are good for shopping. They actually fold up in this little pouch. All right. So without further ado, let's get started, and I'd like to bring up Sundar's family, Sangeeta and Saguna. Come on up. These guys, you guys. Yeah, the same time. We'll go one at a time. But you guys, this magnificent family, can somebody take a picture of us, please? Yay. I'm not sure if you guys know, but Saguna is Sangeeta's mother, right? Sundar's mother-in-law, and she is the one responsible for starting this yoga with Sundar and Sangeeta. Isn't that incredible? Incredible. So I'm going to have you start out. Check, check. Yeah, just, you know what? Just tell everybody how you started the yoga and how many, let's start that way first.
I started the yoga in the old studio, old studio.
The first studio?
First studio.
Okay.
With Sundar.
With
Actually,
Sundar.
somebody wrote about this Bikram Yoga in the Facebook. Yeah. He wrote, and Sundar wanted to check out about it. So after dinner, we came. And he wanted to join. Then I said, okay, I will also join. Actually, first I was very scared because it's so hot and all. Then I said, okay, let me start with 10 days.
Right,
$20.
right. We used to have 10 days for $10. Do you guys remember that, some of you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, we would never do that again, ever, ever, ever.
So
yeah.
that I started. Out of 10 days, 9 days we came.
Wow.
Then immediately we signed up for 3 months unlimited. Out of 90 days, we came for 85 days. So then we were hooked. That's all. And then whenever I am here in San Jose, I have 3 children, one in Melbourne, one in Seattle. Sangeeta is here. So I go India, my husband, in-laws and all. So I'll be going around. When I am here, the minute I land, next day I'll ask Sangeeta, let me go, Bikram Yoga, you join. She will say, okay, if you are for a month, I'll buy class card. Otherwise, if you are longer period, we will buy. Like that, I look forward to my visit to San Jose, Bikram Yoga, and my grandchildren. That's it. No, daughter, no.
Congratulations. Yeah. And how about this challenge? How many challenges have you done?
I have done only twice.
Twice?
Yeah, twice I have done. And I was 93 kgs when I joined. Now I am less than 70. And after 1 year, I reduced and I'm maintaining it. And I cannot, first few classes, I cannot squat and sit. I remember Larissa. She used to insist on my sitting on Japanese style. It will help you knee. After class also, she used to guide me. So like that, by slowly doing, now everything is easy for me. Except the balancing serial, I do all the poses. I'm happy. I'm giving my 100%, whatever I can. And more than the teachers teaching, I look forward the gem of knowledge they give. Sometimes they give some advice about the life, about the yoga, the comparison with life and yoga. All those things are pretty illuminating. So I love the classes. I always used to. Now also, while coming back, I was asking Sundar, did you sign up for tomorrow 8 a.m.? He said, no, I signed up. You sign, I told, while driving down. So I always used to insist that we should go whenever it is possible. That's it. I enjoy doing.
Key to the kingdoms, to her health and her youth too, right? How about that, you guys? Yeah.
Yeah. Wherever I am, I look into the Facebook page of our BOSA and then pass some comments. And I always feel when some videos come about this room, that is my spot. Where last row, third, that is my spot. I used to think whether I'm in Australia or India, like that. Nostalgic.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Suguna. Woo-hoo. You can stay here and we'll listen to Sundar. Yeah.
So my first class, the two of us came
Yeah.
at 5:30
Yeah.
a.m.
I did.
And I was going to give up because that evening I fainted at work. And I was in Kaiser ER because they thought I was dizzy. I was so out of shape then too, right? With the accident and everything. So I was going to give up. So we came Friday morning, 5:30, and Saturday I refused to come. On Sunday, she dragged my ass to that studio. She says, I have paid the $10, so I'm not going to, you're coming with me. So I came, and that was Cynthia's class at noon. We used to have a noon class on Sunday.
Yes, right.
And
wow.
I
Memory.
said, okay, I feel good. And this one said, don't need any doctor, nothing. It's normal. I went online and checked. If you don't drink water, being dizzy is normal. So she's responsible for me coming back. And after that, so that's why we did 9 out of 10 days, because day 2, I was the reason we bunked that day. So
I see.
so
Okay.
You were fine.
You're fine, and he's the one, right?
So
Yeah, right.
but
right,
again,
right. Get into
so
shape,
that was
Sundar.
a long
Come
time
on.
back. So now I live here. So it's my second address, and this is my 16th time finishing.
Oh my goodness.
This is my 18th attempt and
60-day challenges. Wow.
So 16th time finishing. So, but my goal was to cross 1,000 classes in attempting 60-day challenges. So I had already done 15. That was 900 classes, and once I did 52.
Okay, you're making me think math. Okay.
No. I had
Yeah.
993 classes in attempted 60-day challenges. So on day 7, I crossed the 1,000.
Wow.
So that was my goal. I said, okay,
Wow.
So we all have to do some.
But you have another
BS
goal. What's the
milestone
other
to
goal?
push us.
The other
No,
goal?
so the other thing is today is my 7th anniversary of not bringing a water bottle to class.
Wow.
So
Wow.
it took me 4 days to give up water.
I
And
bowed down
then
to you.
I said, okay, let's see, 1 month, 1 year. March 22nd is 7 years without bringing a water bottle into class.
You guys see Sundar always in the front row,
Yeah,
right?
so
Yeah,
no water.
yeah. Well, right. And he's
So-
decided to have no water. Not saying you do that, but that's what he does.
No, only because
Yeah.
I still, in spite of no water, my tummy tucking in still leaves a lot to be desired. But
So anything about this challenge, Sundar? That this
So-
one, I mean, out of all of them, I
No,
mean,
it's- It's always that when you try to come, I wouldn't say even 60, but if you cross like 20, 25 days in a row, then it makes a difference. You have to come every day to see the difference, because
Interesting.
you get to the threshold of I want to give up. It doesn't have to be like day 50 or something. Like if you come every day for like almost 20 days, this is what I've noticed. It's like your body goes on strike. It says, screw you.
Do you
So I'm not
guys
getting
raise
out.
your hand if that happened to you guys? About the 20th day, did you want to like your body say no, and you had to get through a barrier? Day 14? Day 40, okay. 14 would be struggle, right? Yeah.
But then you basically like, okay, you got to do
But
this.
that's the sweet spot, right? Because that's the point, right? Is to break through that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know I'm going to finish the challenge by doing some doubles. That's not the point. The point
Yeah.
is the coming once a day thing. At some point, if you've done this enough times, you're like, okay, let's take a break today. Because if I'm here and I'm not traveling, I have no excuse not to come.
Yeah.
Absolutely no reason why I shouldn't come.
Okay.
But around that time, I'm like, take a break. But then you have to push past that to say, no, I don't need to take a break. I have nothing else to do today. Let's just get there and do it.
Yeah.
It may be day 20, day 40, whatever it is. But going past that is the real lesson.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Right.
but that helps you out in real life so many times, where when the tough gets, the going gets tough, the tough
right.
gets going kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know there is something you have to do.
Yeah.
But
I
this
see what you
teaches you
mean.
that you just have to do it.
Right.
That's always my.
Wow, I love that. Did you guys get that? Right? That it's a lesson where, he knows, right, he has the choice whether he goes or not, and that action of going helps in other decisions, right, that maybe you don't want to make or you have, some resistance to, that you just do it. Right? That's why yoga is a means to an end. That's perfect.
That's the
That's
practice.
wonderful. That's wonderful. No, come on, you say
They
hi.
both said enough.
Oh, by the way, I wouldn't be doing the challenges. If she, not by the way, it's like all the t-shirts should go to her technique.
Yeah. When he was doing 16 challenges here, I was handling 16 challenges outside.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Let's give it up to the support system. Yeah.
No,
But now you've done 2 or 3 now?
This is the third one.
Third one. Wow.
Yeah. But this challenge is only because he signed me up without my knowledge, and then you mentioned about the shirts. So
The motivation of the T-shirts, and she decided to do it. Right. I think I told Sundar, and because I did start to see you every day. Isn't that
Right.
so funny? Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Sundar.
But how do you feel? Yeah. Yeah, you think so? Yeah.
They
yeah.
both talk for me. so-
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you look great. Yeah, you're a wonderful family.
Thank
you.
you.
have high spirit, great personalities, and we just love having you here as part of the community. Congratulations. Yeah, right. I'd love to get your daughter. Anjana, their daughter came recently, so maybe they'll start coming too. Yeah. Well, congratulations. Please pick a.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. I know. Yeah. Yeah. It has a collar. You guys, he's worn out the other one so much it doesn't have a collar anymore. Congratulations. Oh. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sundar. Right. I love that. That's so great. That's so great. Let's keep going, Sundar. Let's keep going. Awesome. While they're getting their shirts, yeah, I know, somebody watch her. Anand's wife is here. Yeah, let's do that. Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations again. Yeah. Thank you so much. You support so many of the other challengers too, which I love. Come on up. Come on up. Pronounce your name for me again. Madhulika. Yes. This is Anand's wife. Madhulika has been coming now for how long? Yeah. Yeah. So you're going to do the next challenge, right? Yes. Yes. Yeah, and share what you were telling me a little bit about your practice. You're doing 3 to 4 times a week.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I do about 3 to 4 times a week. My husband Anand is the crazy one in the family. But 3 to 4 times a week, and then I do Pilates, and then I run about 25 miles. I have done about 3 full marathons and many halves. And I found that yoga really helped me. I hurt my groin and I could not run for a long time. And coming here was wonderful. It helped me so much. I reduced my running and I increased the amount of yoga that I did, the frequency of it, and that made my running stronger and I became faster because, yoga helped me with my core. And I keep hearing like, lock that knee, lock that knee. Right in the 25th mile, the 26th mile.
Oh my goodness.
Can
Yeah.
I even lock that knee? I'm just ready to fall on the ground. But I think it's the 90th minute and the 26th mile, that
Yeah.
is the same. It is
Yeah.
the same determination
Wow.
that you need.
Right. That feeling of achievement, right? Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
And I know that Anand really appreciates this wonderful community as well. And it has also given him a lot. He's done over 25 full marathons.
Wow.
And he's also run the Boston. And he's unfortunately not able to make it. He's traveling to Ireland and India. But he signed up. So I signed up first and I said, you know what, I'm going to do the Groupon. This was about 1.5 years ago. And then I was hooked. And then I kept going, and this always happens in the family. I always start things, and then he comes in, and then he takes it to the next level. So he came in, and he said, okay, I'm going to do it. And then he got injured, unfortunately. And the last marathon, he was very disappointed when he was not able to finish it.
Wow.
He actually ended up walking. This was a guy who finished a full marathon in less than 3 hours. And his last one was, took him more than 5 hours, and he was devastated. His running meant everything to him, his whole life, pretty much. And so what happened was he also had a groin injury. It's called osteitis pubis. I have a small speech from him. He is very appreciative of this community. He says, it's so awesome to be greeted by name by the teachers who take an interest in you, creating a space of belonging, helping my osteitis pubis condition heal, a grade 3 injury that put me off from running, something that has defined my entire life. A typical recovery time of 18 months has shrunk quite a bit, and I've started easy runs, all thanks to Bikram Yoga. Weight and sleep management, losing this ability to run 60 miles a week means that redirection of metabolism to weight accumulation, which meant that he put on a lot of weight, and so he could not run his long runs at the speed that he desired. And so Bikram Yoga has really helped him tremendously with staying fit and in shape. Some days he does Bikram Yoga twice, he goes for a run, and he does a bike ride. So he's the crazy one in the family. Improving agility for him was a great confidence booster. The postures that were once so hard to even imagine are now within reach, and the body is adapting. The results are making practice stick.
Wow.
He definitely loves this community, and he's signed up for the 5-year, lifetime membership, and I'm going to sign up for the 1 year as well. So thank you very, very much for this beautiful community and welcoming us.
Thank you for being a part of it and coming here too, both of you, right?
course.
We knew, right, especially when Anand started, you knew that he was really stuck with it, right? Like he was
Yeah,
addicted to it. But yeah,
We
all
brought
the-
my daughter. She tried it
Oh,
all
yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
Ananya, and she loves it. Every summer that she comes here from UW College, she's been trying it. And then we brought our niece as well, Anand's sister's daughter. She's also tried it. So we're slowly trying to get the family hooked as well. So.
That's so great. Congratulations. I'm so glad you embraced it and you have it. Take advantage of it. That's what this is for. We're here to stay because we know.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
We know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the weight management's amazing. I mean, I lost 10 pounds just by coming here with all the running and the Pilates and the yoga and the biking. It's like, it's just coming down.
Yeah.
There's
And then
only
just
this-
feeling good.
Yeah, just feeling
Right?
good.
Just feeling good.
At some point, I didn't realize that there is meditation that's a part
Yeah.
of yoga. I
remember
used
you
to
saying
think that this is like boot camp, someone yelling in my ears. But then there is so much of a meditative effect during class that once you realize it, it's incredible.
Yeah, you want more of it.
You want more
Yeah.
of it. You reach that meditative state at the end of a class. I remember one day it was raining outside. I didn't even know it was raining, and I just walked out in kind of a trance
Nice.
because of that meditative effect.
Yeah.
It's addictive.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah. Wow, you guys. Great words, right? So inspiring. So inspiring. Congratulations. Congratulations. So you can pick something for Anand. Shirley, can you grab me a pen? A pen. Is Andre Gomez here? Okay. Thank you. Make sure I keep track here. Is it hard to decide? Yeah. Okay. Let's bring up Sheeta then. Where is Sheeta? You guys, this, oh, yes. And yeah, I want you to come up. Let's take a picture first. You can show your. And congratulate Anand, okay? And thank him for writing what he did and sharing that. That was very special, very special, very special. Here, you guys, speaking of families that get involved with the yoga, that's so interesting, right? We had Sundar's family, Saguna, Sangeeta, and you guys, right? And then how about Sheeta? Come on up, Sheeta. Sheeta, you guys, is another bright light in the community that started recently, right? How long ago? 4 months ago. Oh my gosh, look at how she knows that. And teachers, I'm sure you know this, right? Once we saw Sheeta, I think you were in the first row right away, with your daughter. Your daughter, right? Yes, right? And then all of a sudden we were seeing you all the time. And then you brought your son. Then you brought your husband. Yes. And they're all here. Okay, awesome. Congratulations. And I'm anxious to hear from you about your journey with the 60-day, what made you decide to do it, and how you feel. Just any words, right? I'm so happy that I have you here.
Okay. Yeah, I really appreciate the opportunity. I didn't come prepared.
You want to talk right in the microphone.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah. I didn't prepare anything, so I just say a few words. I started last year on November 20th, and I came to the studio and signed up. This is because this is always something I wanted to do, but never committed to do. I saw the old studio every time I come to this shopping plaza, and because of the time commitment, I was never confident I was able to come consistently. So November 15th last year was my last day at my previous position, and I'm in between two positions. So I thought, okay, there's no better time to start Bikram Yoga than the week right after I left my previous position. So the day I came, I asked my daughter if she would like to come with me. And she agreed. And then we have been coming ever since. From November 20th to today, I think I missed 9 days of classes.
Wow. Were you surprised at how much you enjoyed it and liked it like right away? Because you really got hooked right away.
I think we encourage each other. I think coming together really made it a routine, a mother-daughter routine for us. So it's very special in many different levels.
Did Ava do the 60-day too?
She came many days, but she didn't sign up. Yeah, right. And right, I felt like I really appreciate the teachers' encouragement during the classes, because one thing that sticks with me is that what's important is not what you do, but how you try. I think it's very important.
Nice.
Yeah. And it encouraged me because I started my new position 6 weeks ago. And it's a challenging environment to navigate through. And sometimes when I'm a little anxious about what is going on, I just keep telling myself, okay, it's not important what I do. I'm trying everything correctly.
Great. What another great nugget to hold on to, you guys. I love this, right? Just like it's not necessarily like what is your approach, how you're doing this, and you're doing your best.
Yeah, and sometimes because the position I'm in is a little, it's very interesting. I won't get into the details, but it's almost like I don't know where I'm going, but I know exactly how I'm going to get there.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you have to
I
be
think
present.
Bikram Yoga really helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, to stay in the moment
Yes.
and just do your best right there. That's so
Thank you so
great.
much.
What a great
Yeah.
tool. So congratulations. Yes, very good. Very good. I'm so proud of you, Sheeta. That's awesome. That's awesome. You can have your family come up if you want a picture with your family. You wanna, come on up. Oh, great. Great. And you've done it one time. 3 times. Okay, good. Congratulations. Yeah, we'll see you. And Sheeta, your husband is now doing it too on a regular basis. Yeah? Yeah. Great. Here, come next to your. You know, we should, okay, yeah. It's all good. Okay, you know what, stay here, family. You get your shirt, pick a, oh. Yay, thank you, Nirmal. Why don't you grab your shirt, hang on, family, grab your shirt, and then you take a picture with your shirt with your family. Yeah. So are you going to do the challenge next time? Okay. You could do it online. Okay, that's great. And how you feeling? Yeah, good. Has it been a game changer for you? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here doing it too. That's great. No, well, maybe, you never know. Yeah, right? How many of us said we'd never do 60 days and all of a sudden we did it? Right, Carrie? Yep. So one day we'll always have it. I'm glad you started doing the yoga though. That's great. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. That's great. I know it is a special place. Okay. Have a shirt? All right. Take a picture with your family because this is a keepsake. Yeah. And show your shirt proudly. Yeah. Woohoo! How about you guys? We clap for Sheeta and her family. Isn't that amazing? I just love it, right? Sundar, look what you started with your family. Now we've got the families coming in. It's amazing. It's amazing. Love you guys. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, congratulations, you guys. Yeah, see you tomorrow morning, right? See you at 6 a.m. Yeah. Not me, but she'll. Is there anybody else that would like to come on up? I don't necessarily need to do it by a list. Anybody that needs to go? Anybody want to go ahead and come on up? Okay, let's have Robbie. Robbie, you guys. Let me just check this. Check, 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 check. Can you guys hear that? Check. Yes. Okay. There you go. Congratulations, Robbie. How many? You've lost count. Okay.
I lost count. It's my challenge to come here is morning mood and morning situation, and invariably for the 9:15, I'm usually half a second late, half a second early, sometimes 2 minutes late. And when that happens, I have a sad song, and number of sad songs. As you know, I'm into singing. That's my main hobby, really. So I tend to sing like Dil Aisa, Kisi Ne Mera Toda, ya any of those sad songs. Yoga is like my fiance, right? That's how. But then I come back at 12 o'clock. I see familiar faces again. And
So you do 9:15 and the noon?
And 12, usually.
Okay, wow.
So one request I have is to see if you can do 6, 8, 10, even on weekdays. That would
No.
be-
How's that? How's that for a discussion? That's not very nice to me. But no.
No,
Yeah.
my challenge then is if I do 9:15 here, and
Yeah.
if I want to do 12 o'clock, then I have to do something here or go back home.
Let's stay to the point, though.
Yeah.
Let's stay to the point. I know, I love teasing Robbie, right? So you did 60 days. Now, you did more than 60 days. You did, because you did 2 each day.
Yeah, almost.
Every day, twice a day. Yeah. And I love that. I mean, I don't want to, listen to me. I don't want to dismiss your commitment.
Yeah.
It is amazing that you have, because I know you've got things outside the studio here that you do. And, you too. I don't know if you guys know Robbie's story, but when he started, and that was it. He was hooked. You were hooked, and you were doing it sometimes 3 times, and I had to stop him. Like, no, we don't do 3 times. We do 2 times and get a life, right? No, I'm just kidding.
She doesn't know. Anyway.
But
yeah, this one was challenging for 2 reasons, because I had to deal with selling my papa's apartment in Bombay.
Okay.
It was kind of emergency for me and my sisters, and so I had to fly to Bombay for 3-4 days in middle of December, so that was very stressful.
Sure.
Because
of course,
in any race in any country, when you have to dispose of your parents' assets amongst the siblings, it's always challenging.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. It is.
So it was quite a ordeal. And I couldn't do yoga from there, of course.
Right.
It is. My challenge is also that I'm a big foodie. So when I go to India, there's food, so much food around, so many relatives around, and there's no time for anything the routine way.
So you're happy to come back and get your...
Then I got back to my rhythm, and then just knocked it down in around middle of January, I would say.
So answer this, like why, what does 2 classes do?
Good question. Especially if it is back to back, then I feel the first one is not as energetic as the second one. Second one, I'm in full flow.
Yeah.
Usually, unless there is a break, I just or unless I'm really tired, something.
Then you know not to do it. You just kind of hydrate.
Then I miss few first sets or second sets, but I still finish throughout. So my childhood idol for sports was Andre Agassi. He never quit a tennis game, ever, ever. So I always think about Andre Agassi when I'm here. I might be tired, dead, but I want to finish it.
You'll finish. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Robbie. I know you're here. You're here to stay. He is here to stay, right?
Yeah, and I got my world famous chai, which took me half an hour to make for lots of us. So
What you made.
yeah,
Oh,
I just got it. So
wonderful.
I don't make Indian tea. Most of you know, Sundar, you know, Amrut Tulli chai. It's very different. Very different. The difference between what you tested in the past at my house and what I got is I added kachava, which is a superfood. It's also a chai, but it has got. That's what I drink every morning before coming here.
Wow. Congratulations,
Taste my
Robbie.
chai.
Thank you for bringing that too. It's great that you share, right, your heritage with us too and the great dishes. Great. So you get to pick. How about Nirmal and Carrie? You guys coming up next. Yeah, both of you guys, right? Hang on a second and oh yeah, you know, you can't get tired of those, right? Yeah, there you go. Right now you can go have some food and not get it on your pretty jacket, right? Good job, Robbie. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Robbie. Appreciate it. You guys, another family here, right? Carrie and Nirmal, right? Congratulations, these two. Yay. Carrie was a karma yogi with us, and then it's only recently that we have Nirmal joining us, and you too started it, and you got hooked right away. I'm going to give this to you guys to chat.
Well, my name is Nirmal. According to my Walla app, I started September 14th. I've done 130 classes since.
Wow.
And the one thing that I can tell you is that I don't think anyone is enjoying this more than me.
Really?
Yes.
Can you say that really loud, right?
No, I forget the 60-day challenge. I don't think anyone can. Okay, maybe Sundar and his mom and you know
We need a thumbs game. Who's
Sundar's mother-in-law said that she got the instruction, but then she got more about life.
Yeah.
This is what I learned. This is the biggest thank you in this room goes to the teachers. They're the main, you, right, Michelle, and all. And I think the first day, September 14th, I stopped at 75 minutes and I left and I said, I'm never coming back. And it was Matt who came to me when I was at literally the bottom, and he said a few things to me that really, till now, they're seared in my mind.
Wow.
And I'm just experiencing every single day what Matt has said. And since then, every teacher has taught me one more thing,
Wow.
including you, Michelle.
Yeah.
And in our house, we quote the teachers all the time. Right? That's what I'm saying, Auntie. That is exactly. And so it first started. Huh?
You guys are all sick. You're all sick, right?
Yeah, and like in our house, it's like, Carrie, if you don't give it a name, it'll pass. You know? Yeah, so. Oh, we have quotes. We have quotes from you, Riva. We have quotes from everyone, and then we also share notes. Like, what did Riva say? She said that if you are not holding it right at the back and the side, it does nothing, right? And so we have quotes from everyone. Like, we want to just write them down and
Gosh, you need to do a skit on our anniversary night. Write them all out and come in. Oh my God, that would be hilarious, right?
Right. And not only that, every teacher
Yeah.
has a different thing to teach.
Yeah.
And
That's a blessing, isn't
it's
it?
incredible. Michael, you and Jeff have like the most amazing voice that just gets you meditative immediately. Right? Yeah.
Sleep.
Like, for some reason, all the people who ever want to improve, they must go and take Sarah's class.
Yeah.
I think that's it, because you cannot leave the class. When I started, I couldn't even touch my toes. And then one day,
After 90 minutes, you're touching
Yeah.
your toes.
and then one day, I took a double class, and Sarah caught me. She's like, "No, this is your second class. You should be able to touch your toes now." And I couldn't, but every single day after that, I became better and better and better. And so, thank you so much, Sarah. And you see all
She
of the
sees.
athletes, right? They all probably know you want to, really go to the next level. Take Sarah's class.
So awesome. So awesome.
Also, before I say,
no. Tell us more about the
the person I
tell
want to thank the most also is my wife.
Yeah.
She she saw the year before I had shingles, I had gout, I
Wow.
had arthritis.
Wow.
I was not feeling well. I was really, so she said, stop and come with me to see Bikram Yoga. And since then, I have no problems. I feel
Wow.
amazing.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. No one is enjoying this more than me.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's so awesome, Nirmal.
I laughed. I was
Thank
like,
you.
"You're gonna hate it," because he hates being hot. So I'm like, "You're gonna hate it, but you're gonna love it." And you can see from him. And I laugh because he's always like quoting Sarah. And then one day he's like, "You know what I think? I only have to do one of the poses. I don't have to do both of the poses." And I'm like, "What would Sarah say?" That's all I have to say at the house now is, "What would Sarah say?" And he's like, "Fine, I'll do both." I was just, I don't have to say anything anymore except for, maybe you should talk to Sarah about that before you go and do that.
Matt once told me, Nirmal, ignore every thought in your mind. Just ignore every thought in your mind. And I was like, that's exactly what Carrie does. She ignores every thought in my mind.
Thought he was going to say something else. No. So, I've done
you guys
the
are funny. It's great. Yeah.
I've done the challenge before.
Oh, okay.
I barely made it, and I was always rushing to class, and I learned don't rush to class. You can hear that story later. It's a funny, sad story. I think Tony was there that day. Ended with me having a concussion because I was running to class trying to make it on time.
Oh, okay.
I still finished the challenge, but I was like, okay, back off
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
Yoga, yoga teaches you don't rush. Why are
Right.
you rushing? Like,
Right.
Even like I was
Right.
getting traffic like after traffic like that
Right.
day, and I was like, no, I've got to hurry up.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Right.
Just relax.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I've always have these stories in my head of what I can do and what I can't do.
Yeah. Oh.
And I can hear Sarah's voice saying, if you don't give it a name, it's going to pass. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, shut up. Stop telling
Right.
stories in your head.
Yeah.
And learning that I'm a terrible storyteller and just be quiet.
Yeah.
Just do the pose. Just don't do anything except for what they say. And so I'm like, okay,
Right.
they said move here, move here. You didn't say bend, I'm not bending my knees.
Wonderful.
Okay, you said move? Okay, I can move now. And so I just stopped telling stories. I started just only listening to the words that the teacher said. And then I realized outside of the studio, the stories, like, ooh, I wonder if I'm telling a story now. Oh, I wonder if that story's dumb too. And I started stopping and like going, stop that voice. Stop giving it a name. That's going to pass too. And so the more and more you just stop. Pause. What can I learn here?
Yeah.
Just follow the instructions. Be okay.
Right.
And so many more people come into my life outside of yoga through meditations and just learning to silence the voice outside of the studio as well. That we
Right.
don't have to be terrible storytellers. We
Right.
we can just be quiet.
Yeah.
Let it pass and let it pass.
Wow.
And I mean,
What a
thanks
great
to-
lesson and
Thanks
something
to everybody
that,
here. Who,
Yeah.
I'm telling stories in my head of like, I'm going to take 20 and this is never going to last. And then they're like, no, it's okay. That passes. I'm like, oh, okay. And then, it passes. And then that thing of don't give it a name. It's going to pass. It's fine.
Yeah. What a great thing to hear from Sarah to say, because, that comment meant that you weren't giving that any more power, right? And you could exercise that outside the room, which again is the point. God, you guys, right? Some really great, lessons that we're learning about why, we do this really, right? Thank you for sharing that, Carrie.
I'm going to share one last.
Yeah.
One last teacher quote.
Now you guys are funny. You can
These teacher
chat
quotes
away.
mean so much to us. There's so many actually, but one of my favorite Sarah teacher quotes is, "There are 100 paths to transcendence. 5 or 6 actually work. If you're doing this one, then follow these instructions exactly as I say."
Yeah. But she's right. Yeah, of course. Congratulations. So the 60-day challenge, both of you finished. How do you feel? Yay, gonna keep doing it, keeping on. Yeah, because there's always more, right? That's what the yoga, you journey. You guys, it's the consistency, it's the ability, it journeys with you, it walks with you through your life, right? So exciting that there's even more, Nirmal, there's even more. Congratulations. We just love the two of you, yeah. Go ahead and grab what you'd like in our buffet of t-shirts that we have, right? Which is so great. T-shirt buffet. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Nirmal. Thank you. It's such a pleasure to have you a part of the community. All you guys, right? You support each other, right? The community is a big part of your own personal success, don't you think? Everybody, right? I know for myself too, when I come here, it's the energy that you guys all exude that helps me in my life, period, right? Yeah, so thank you. It's okay, I know it's hard to choose, right? Yay! Oh yeah, show you earned it. Congrats, you guys. Thanks again, thank you. Priya, come on up. You guys recognize Priya, right? Our karma yogi, and she finished her 60-day challenge. You look great. Like your hair nice and long. You got a swag jean jacket on, looking all good. Congratulations, girl. And she smells good too. She smells good. Please do tell.
So much to say. What 60-day challenge? That's the first thing.
Yeah.
This is my second one. But
Okay.
it didn't feel like a challenge. The first one was very, very hard to get through, right? I mean, I was counting down like crazy. But this time, I started in March before the COVID, years before COVID. But when COVID came, I took a break. In June, I was at a very low point where I was trying different things. I wasn't losing weight. I remember having a conversation with you. I was coming 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And I'm a foodie, so that's not going to give in.
Yeah.
So this was like, but this is not working. And you said, can you make it 4 days? That's what you told me.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'm always exceeding expectations. I have to take it to the next level. So I took a 30-day challenge for myself. And let's forget about the weight loss part of it. But it really taught me the yoga that you guys all talk about, where do your thing and don't wait for the results. And that's what I got out of it. And after that, I've not looked back.
Wow.
I'm not looking for results. I'm not coming here for results, but I'm coming here because I have to go. That's it.
Yeah.
So I think that is the biggest thing that yoga has taught me, and that I can take outside of the room. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
And that is the biggest thing I get out of this. And I mean, there's so many things you get out of it. And somebody said community. I'll up that one, and it's a family.
Yeah.
I remember when I was going to India, everybody had such good thoughts for me, as if they send you, when you send you off to your home, how they send you with good thoughts. That's how I felt. Everybody wished me. And I was it was just so heartwarming. So it definitely feels like a family. Just authentically, when people ask me, how's your son doing? I feel so authentic. It's not somebody just asking me for the sake of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely family.
Yeah.
And I also want to touch on the point that Suguna mentioned as some of these nuggets that are there, that
go beyond the room. And we all deal with challenges,
Yeah.
one thing or the other every day. And when you're in the meditative state, when that message comes to you, it takes you to a different level. So many, but I'll just say one thing, and since Jeff is here, he said, the only way you grow is through a challenge. There's no other way to grow. That's it. The only way to grow is through a challenge. So I took it the other way and I said, when I have a challenge, I stopped looking at the challenge and it's what is it that I'm missing? What's the gap that I have that I need to grow?
Nice.
Why is this challenge put on
Right.
to me? There is a gap. That's why I'm getting this challenge.
Yes.
Now let me look for the gap and see how I can grow.
Wow. What a perspective, right? Way to look at it that way rather than, kind of poor me and oh my gosh, I got to do this and it's too hard, right? You're like, I'm going to let this empower me and what is there for me? What? Yeah, wow.
There's
Wow.
so many
Wow.
things this room gives us.
Yeah.
And I just want to thank
Yeah.
everyone.
But
that's here.
it is everybody. You're right. But it's we work so hard, and we're still working so hard, you guys, to make sure that this is delivered the right way. Because you would never get something like that if it's done in an other way than the right way. I mean, everything that you guys are saying. It's you and you looking at yourself in the mirror. And because of the way the delivery is, you are getting these things that help you be you and have the life that you're supposed to have. It's very validating, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you, you guys, right? Because it keeps us hungry.
This very, very special place.
And you're very special. And how is your son? Did he have a surgery?
This is our surgery year. My first son's surgery, second son's surgery is done. First one is getting ready, and then I'm going into surgery soon. So.
Okay. Are you
Third
okay?
surgery year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
my feet.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay.
All
okay. Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah. And if you continued in your practice, right? You're just, yeah. We love you, Priya. Yeah. Congrats. And you got your husband coming more, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Right, Ravi?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can attest, he's like, he went to another studio and he came back and said, no, there's no other studio. So this is a very special place and you all make it special.
Oh, thank you, Priya. Thank you. And you help a lot too, right? As we know Tony, right? Yeah.
Being Bikram Yogi has also.
Oh, yeah.
I also started
testimony to Karma Yogis. Go.
Becoming a Karma Yogi was also made it very, very special. And I feel like everything that, there is a plan and everything happens through that plan. And I cannot imagine, usually Friday evenings we go out, so my 4:30 gets harder and harder. But then I got my 5:30 shift a.m. on Friday. So I'm like, that's the plan, right? That's the only way. Like, I cannot imagine getting up at 4:30 in the morning, but on that day, I'm like,
hey, it's Friday. Let's go.
So thank you for that.
Thank you for volunteering. Thank you for being a big part of this community. Thank you for your words.
Package.
Thank you for your husband. Another family. My goodness. Wow. Okay, pick your new swag. Awesome. Anybody else want to come on up? I can say names, but why not? Jump up. All right, Dana. Dana in the house. Woo! Dana, you can sit right here next to me and let's see. I know, right? Imagine standing on the podium, right? Oh, yeah. It's okay. No. You stay right here. Yay. Come on. Oh, you're responsible. Good job. Thank you. Come on, Dana. You guys maybe you have or haven't, but Dana is fairly new to us here. at Bikram Yoga San Jose, right? Yeah. And this is another one who started to come and got hooked. And here she is. Yay! Congratulations. You look beautiful. I love this. Here, I'm going to have you talk on the microphone. Okay.
Okay. This is very emotional for me, so I'll be brief. I started this practice 15 years.
I don't know.
2005
Yeah.
in Berkeley. And I, like others, I came the first time just like when life was really lifing. I will never forget. I was like, oh, this is it. And that's when my practice started and life happened and it was up and down and up and down and up. And I came this year, I was like, this is my medicine, I have to do it. So since COVID happened, I'm from the East Bay, by the way, Oakland.
Wow.
And so we have Berkeley College of India and what used to be Funky Door, which is now taken over with COVID ownership. So all these changes in COVID, the classes, the times of the classes were just inconsistent with life. Like I just wasn't able to make that happen. And so this year I determined that I was going to do the challenge. And so I came here.
How'd you hear about us?
I came here once before, just when you're in the Bikram world, you're like, oh, Bikram Yoga San Jose. Oh, let me try San Jose. I have to be out here anyway. Let me just try it. And this was, gosh, 6 years ago, maybe 4, whatever time it was several years ago. But I remembered Bikram Yoga San Jose. One, just the community, the space, you're very well organized. I felt very welcomed here. And I remember the classes were, hard. So if I go to Bikram Yoga San Jose, girl, I got it. That's really how I felt. And so I was happy that you all were still here, and the number of classes, I'm like, I've got 35 tries in a week. If I cannot make it every day, 35 tries in a week, then we really need to reevaluate what's happening in my life. And so I came here for that. And I came down and determined to start on the 14th of January. I'm staying in an Airbnb specifically for this challenge.
Wow.
And I've extended it because I knew coming back here this year that this is what I need in my life for everything. For everything. These 90 minutes of just silence and listening and all the hard things that we do, for me, is the foundation of life. It takes me from this space, and what I do is very stressful. I deal with people and their money. Enough said. People and their money. So there's personality, there's the social worker. I wear all these different hats, and I'm pulled in so many different directions because I love what I do, but it's also can be detrimental to your health when it's too stressful and the stress takes over you. And so being here, coming to this studio specifically, it has just, these first 60 days have just been life-changing for me. One, I completed the challenge with consecutive days. I've done a challenge before, but I was doubling up and tripling up. And there's a difference when you do it consistently for 60 days. And so I am so proud of myself, and I'm up here to say that.
Let's give her a round of applause, right?
That I did this challenge, and even when I wasn't able to make it here, I went to the other studio. So I planned my life around the challenge and going to class as opposed to doing things the other way, putting myself last and letting everything else in life happen around that. And so I came here, wobbling. I fell in class. Oh, God. I fell. It was bad. I wasn't laughing then because I injured myself, but it was kind of one of those funny falls where people are like trying to stay focused in class and not laugh. But, looking back, it was pretty funny. But I injured myself, and I worked through the injury because of teachers like Sarah who were like, come to class without the brace. I'd have never thought of that, really, right? It's kind of sometimes how we may get stagnant in certain places in our life where we may feel stuck, whether it's a decision or really with decision making, no matter what that is. But I just wouldn't have thought of that had you not led me to that place. And so thank you. Now, I'm 85% back with this injury. but I'm 100% back in life. And with a new attitude and with, I'm able to deflect things in a way that I know, people and our personalities, we all have been there. We are the trier and we're always being tried, right?
Yeah.
And so when these situations happen, I'm able to deflect, like standing separate leg, hey, Tani, I can't do the posture yet, but I have just clearly made the real parallel from this practice to real life. So when you're tested, stand still. I don't have to engage. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to respond. I don't have to react. I can just breathe through this. And that, for me, someone who can be mouthy and
You go, girl.
I'm very nice, but I'm like Michelle. Don't push her and don't push Sarah. I'm just one of those. I'm nice and friendly and open, but when we have those boundaries and they're crossed, I react differently. And this practice has, for me, been truly inside out for every part of my life. And I thank you. I thank the community. I know your faces. I may not know all of your names, but doing the challenge is, getting up and coming with your crew. Whether you come at 9 o'clock or 5 o'clock, I know, Mina, we've come to all of them. We come to the 5, we come to the 9, we've been to the 12. We just make sure that we're here every day.
Yeah.
And we try to be consistent with our time. And if not, then we will come to the later class. And so I thank you, Michelle, for running such an amazing studio.
Thank you.
That brought someone, like me. I'm an hour and a half away.
Oh my
in my
goodness.
traffic to come here, to stay here, to come to your studio.
Yeah.
To change my life here. And that's what this practice is. And so I thank all of you, all the teachers, even sometimes, they're like that Dana, that mine. I'm in here and I think of things that I didn't even know I could even think of. So I appreciate you pushing me, specifically Sarah, and then the last couple was amazing. We're talking about quotes. There's one thing you said, my first week back, right? I'm already struggling. I'm like, oh God, I can't do any of the postures. It's been 7 years. I'm looking like falling all over the place. And Sarah, this is my first week. I'm taking her class. It's not the last week of the Olympics. It's the first week of the Olympics. Do the posture. I was like,
I haven't heard that one, but that way.
I will never forget that. It's not what you do in the last week of the Olympics. It's how you show up in the first week.
Yes.
And she's so right.
Yes,
You were
yes.
so
yes.
right,
Yes.
Sarah. I didn't want to admit it then. I was like, dang, she's yeah. But I came at her, I was like, wow, she's right.
Yeah.
She's right.
Right.
She's on it. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because
Snap
of
us
you, I'm
out of our
100%.
stupid stories, right? And get us right on track.
It's just, it wakes you up. Does it not? It definitely-
yeah.
do that.
Yeah. Look at that. Balancing
it wakes you up. So I thank all of you again. I don't say much when I'm here, but I do feel the energy of everyone in this room.
And we
it makes
feel
a
yours,
difference.
Dana. Don't you guys
makes a
agree?
difference.
We feel yours. You are a bundle of joy. You are very joyful. And I remember that when you first came in when I met you. So thank you for being here too and spreading your amazing energy here. Keep going, girl.
Again.
Keep
I'm
going.
again.
Woo!
Here's the go.
Congratulations. Congrats, Dana. You're such a sweetheart. Yep. All right, you get to pick your swag too. We're just going to call it swag. 60-day challenge swag. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Congrats again. Yes. Anybody else want to come up before I bring, all right, Joe and then Doug. How about that? Joe, Kim, woo! This is another one of our Karma Yogis, you guys too. Thank you for all that you give and volunteer. Is this another one too, you guys, that isn't always, she's always smiling? I don't think I've ever seen you not smile, right? And you have such great energy and you help us so much, so thank you. Thank you. And congratulations, Joe. I'll let you share.
Okay. So this is the second challenge I completed.
Okay.
My third challenge I'm trying to complete. The first one I completed last winter.
Okay.
And I figured out really important fact about today.
Oh.
So
Do tell.
2015 March 22nd was my first visit to Bikram Yoga San Jose.
Wow.
So today's actually my
3 years.
10 years anniversary, but I wasn't consistent. So I started Bikram Yoga very early when I was like 21.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember you saying
Back in 2005 or 6 or something.
that. Here in San Jose?
No, in San Francisco.
Okay.
Funky Door Yoga.
Okay.
And then, but like it was just like on and off, on and off, on and off. So when I came for your studio for the first time back in 2015, I just used Groupon. I don't think I even used all of like 20 classes. I only used like 16 classes and I just left.
That was it.
But the thing is, I was worst yogi you can ever imagine.
So you're the one.
Yeah, I was the one. I was at the front page because I have a bad sight. Because of my glasses, I was the front row. I used to like freeze water in the plastic bottle. And then during Savasana, it was hot, so I rub it in my face. And then I was making all these noise and I didn't respect anybody. It was just me. I was so selfish. It's just me. Then everybody around me, I can feel they don't like me. But I don't like them either. I didn't like yoga at all. And I'm like, I remember certain people. I definitely remember Matt and Sarah because of their accent. I'm like, oh my God, just torture me with your British accent. That was what I thought. Because I really, really hated yoga. And I'm like, okay, after this is done, after this group one, I'm going to make myself, hot. And then I'm going to leave and I'm never going to come back. And I really did. I didn't come back. So I came back.
Why?
A year and a half ago.
Okay.
And I got older. I don't know. I got maturer. I've been through a lot of things.
Okay.
And then my attitude changed. I'm a different person.
Wow.
And then I started to, find something inside of me. Like, of course, the physical effect of yoga is amazing. Like, you lose weight, your health improves. But I find beyond that benefit, which is like mental, spiritual kind of experience.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like self-realization, like self-discovery, 90-minute meditation kind of thing. And I started respecting other people. I didn't freeze, water bottle.
So you literally were transforming.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then,
Your heart, everything.
Yeah, everything. Once I do that, I think I kind of smear into the community. Like one day I was trying to take a shower at the shower room. They're talking, Sarah's learning Korean. And I'm like, what? That's Sarah learning Korean? And then I'm like, I used to teach Korean at a Korean Catholic church. And then she became my best friend. We be talking Korean.
So sweet.
And then I wrote Story of Yogi, my Story of Yogi.
That's
all
right.
these in there. All these things in there. And then, I try to be part of this beautiful community. So I signed up to be a karma yogi.
That's right.
So I got more committed. And then this is like my life now. I really, really love it.
Yeah.
And then Michelle's the best boss I ever had. Tony's the best manager I ever had. My best friend. Yeah.
It is your life, right?
Yeah, it is
right?
it is a big part of my life, and I'm really, really happy to be here.
I can tell. I mean, her smile is from ear to ear, isn't it? And you radiate such loving energy, and I'm so appreciative. You're always here early. You're always eager to help. You do the class. I don't see you doing any water bottles around your face
I
or
can't
any.
do it. I hate if people do it.
Now you hate when people do that, right?
I was like, you shouldn't do that.
take it from me. That's awesome. That's awesome. Anything this challenge has given you, or you just feel like this is just a continuation of your?
For me, challenge itself wasn't hard. I mean, but then the thing is, like, I have other schedule, like I have to make money too. and then also recently I got involved with the pickleball.
Yes.
So I've been playing lots of pickleball. So
It's
I have to
amazing.
figure out this pickleball yoga balance thing. And then my pickleball friends, like whenever I try to, do the challenge, so I'm like, play one more game. I'm like, I gotta go yoga. And then they're like, Joe, you're doing yoga too much. And I'm like, pick one, yoga or pickleball. And I'm like, dude, that's the hardest question I ever heard since I was 5. Someone asked me, do you like mom or your dad? Mommy or daddy? and just speaking of saying that, I feel like yoga is kind of like my mom.
Yeah.
Because like,
Takes care
when
of you.
you get injured, when you get sad, you just run into your mom and just like, Mom.
That's so great. Yeah.
It's just like, I do lots of activities, but like whenever I injure my knee, ankle, whatever, I come here and then
You're
it's just a
nurtured.
healing.
Yeah, because you did hurt yourself. I remember
so
that
yoga
too.
is like, for me, yoga is like physical and also mental healing.
Yeah, and
Really, really
nurturing,
nice.
right?
Yeah.
Nurturing, yeah. That's great. Thank you, Joe, for your words. So inspiring, right, you guys? Congratulations, congratulations. You get to pick. Doug, come on up. So, Jeff, are you inspired now to do the yoga? Yes. You guys, this is Marina's husband. Marina's been coming since 2003. This is Marina over here. This is the first time that I've met her husband, Jeff, right? Yes. Welcome, Jeff. He's on the fence about doing the yoga, but maybe we can get him doing the yoga through everything you're hearing. Oh, he thinks this is hot. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, great. This looks like a good pickleball kind of, right? Yeah, doesn't it? Doug Robin, you guys. Congratulations. Congratulations. There's so much to you. I've known Doug for, how many years have you been doing this yoga now? 15. Wow. Okay, because I know that we used to go and have coffee, and then I didn't see you for years, right? Yeah, I know you had a very stressful job, and you're welcome to share, but I know that this is your first challenge, right? That you've...
No, I've done
okay.
other challenges,
Okay.
but it's been a little while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Please do share. Yeah, 15 years, you guys. Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would just start and just say, it's such a privilege. And so that made this challenge very easy.
Yeah.
Because like, when you realize how, like, what you community, the teachers, the heat, like.
Yeah. How about that, you guys? Our consistency in our room, right? We love you.
Yeah. So when I did this challenge, I had started coming every day, probably in November.
Okay.
And so I wanted to do this challenge, but I didn't really, I wanted to like not do the challenge.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to have the pressure of it.
Sure, right.
So I was just coming every day.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I had a few people come up to me and they said, are you doing the challenge? And I said, no, I'm just coming every day.
Yeah. Yeah,
but,
right.
I wouldn't put a sticker up until I finished the.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I really didn't want to have
I
that,
see,
like,
that extra pressure. You're like, I'm just going to come every day. Wow.
But one thing I realized that was really important for me was I really gave myself permission to come every day. And it's interesting because I think I have all these different stories.
Yeah.
Like, you're so self-indulgent if you come here 3 hours a day,
Oh,
or what have you.
Right.
Or you've got these important things.
Right. Wow.
But it's just the opposite.
It's just the
Just the
opposite.
opposite. It's like, if this is a foundation of me really taking care of myself, then it just awakens so much joy in my life.
Oh, that's so great. Yeah.
And I was telling Matt, I came up with your new ad slogan that I think it should be.
Okay, please. We're looking for one.
Bikram Yoga.
Yeah.
Better than therapy and cheaper.
I like it. I like it.
yeah, there's something that I have really appreciated, and people have touched on it. But I'm just like, I'm so less attached to the thoughts that go through my head.
That's great.
So just, there's so much less anxiety,
Yeah.
less, anger. It's fleeting.
Oh, that's so great.
And
yeah. You've had a big transition in your
did.
life.
Yeah, true.
From a very stressful job to not having it. And now, has this helped you kind of move into a new chapter for you?
Yeah. I'm doing a very little bit of work.
Yeah.
But so I really, again, I'm blessed to be able to come here.
Yeah. You guys are all touching upon this. I think one of the great things about this yoga too is to know that, first of all, that you have a story to look at. Can you imagine if you didn't know that there was a story in your head? I mean, you have the awareness to see it, to know that it is a story. Because I don't know about you guys, I just got back from traveling, and sometimes, I love to people watch and see, but you can see people trapped in their story. They don't see that it's a story, it's their life, but it is a story nonetheless. So the yoga, again, the awareness, right? To know it's one thing to try to dismantle the story or to shut the noise out, but you have to be aware that you have one, right?
Yeah, and one of the things I think I love the most about the practice is it's really a path to anywhere.
Yeah.
Like you can cultivate or strengthen any value. And
True.
Stillness is one that's so prevalent here. And what I love is not wasting any energy.
Yeah.
No extra movements, no sighs,
yes.
no feet flagging down,
Yeah.
Really take that outside too.
Yeah. That's powerful.
So it's what do I want to waste my energy on?
Right.
I heard on this podcast, I don't even remember what the podcast was, but I heard this one line, and it said, attention is a form of prayer.
Yeah.
There's just so much confidence.
Yes. That's great. Did you get those two slogans that he said? Attention is prayer, and then this is better than therapy and cheaper. Those are two good ones we're going to steal from you. We love you, Doug. You're just an incredible person, and just keep going. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Thank you so much for what you shared. It's beautiful. Okay, you get to pick. Woohoo! Pretty awesome, you guys, right? I'm inspired to actually maybe get up and do the 6 a.m. tomorrow. Let's go. Okay, I am looking at, Manal, yes. Did you say something to me? Oh, are you teaching? Oh, okay. Sarah's teaching. Oh my gosh, I want to hear the Olympic comment, okay. Oh. But no, I'm with you. Sarah gets me too. I'm like, ooh, man, it gets me right in line, right? Because it's the truth. It's the truth. You guys, Manal in the house. Yes. And I am so excited that you brought your husband. Nice to see you. And your daughter. Hi, nice to see you. I've seen you both at the track. Yes, you walk the track and I see you, yeah. And it's nice to officially meet you. Yeah, it's nice to have you. Proud of your mom, right? And not only that, but you guys, she has joined us now on our Karma Yogi team. How about that for our 6:30 on Saturday and Sunday? Yeah. Congratulations. You look beautiful and I'm so proud of you. And I'm so glad you brought the yoga back in. Truth be told, because I've seen them walk on the track and I didn't want to disturb you when you guys are walking. And sometimes what I would do is I would say, I want them to come back to yoga. Won't you come back to yoga? And every time you come back, you say, you know what? I'm so grateful that I'm back, right? Yeah. Congrats, girl. Yes, please do tell your challenge.
So this one is my 4th challenge.
4th. Yeah, I remember in the 2nd studio, right? I remember, yeah.
And I have done one 90 days. It was, I think, 2 years ago. So I think somebody said that the studio and the Bikram Yoga is like mother, right? You go back when you need it most. So I have done other things, hiking, walking, running marathons. But whenever I'm not feeling good inside, I come back to yoga. So
my practice not has been consistent. When I come here, I come for 30 days, I come 60 days, 90 days, and then I take a break. And always it's difficult for me to come back. And so when I came back, I think almost after a year, I came back on 10th of January, very first day, very first class. And I signed up for the 60 days challenge because I think that's the only way I can do consistent practice. And yeah, and I'm probably like that person, once in a while, take a break in between when my daughter is saying, okay, let's go out for a dinner, and I'm okay, I'm gonna skip the class. So yeah, I did some probably 7 or 8 doubles, and this time all my doubles, somehow, the second class, always with Michelle. And like when you're doing your double with Michelle, like in the parking lot, I tell myself, okay, I'm gonna do it, take it easy, take it easy. And when I see her smiling face, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give my best, whatever I can do. And then when I'm doing class, I'm like, okay, I need to give my 100%. I'm gonna give my 100%. And by the class is done, I realize that I probably gave my 200%, and I'm just probably 30 minutes, I'm taking a nap there. But yeah, it's always wonderful. This space is wonderful. I like to spend my time, most of the time at home, and then the second place, this is my home. That's how I feel that, okay, other than home, if I want to stay somewhere else, then this is this place. So, Michelle, I'm really, really thankful for everything that you guys do, all the wonderful teachers here and wonderful community. And I'm so excited and happy that I'm going to be joining as a Karma Yogi. And
We're very
the biggest
happy.
goal for me this year is that I want to do this thing very consistently. And hopefully I'll be able to do that.
That's great. That's great. Way to go. You know, the yoga, I remember the second time you had come back. I mean, the yoga has always talked to you. The yoga has always been giving you something, right? And you know, sometimes it takes a little bit to sort of get a pattern where it works, right? And right now it works, and I think it was great to jump on the Karma Yogi too.
I did my very first class in 2011, not in this studio. We used to live in Santa Clara, and at the other studio, I took my very first class, and I still remember that class that I threw up. I threw up after the class, and that time I was kind of a person that, okay, if something is challenging, that means I have to do it. And very next day, I signed up for a 30 days thing. I did the 30 days. I did not enjoy the studio that much, and then we moved to Campbell in 2012, and that's the first time I came to the, and then this has been my favorite place. I just love being here. Thank you.
We love you too, Manal. We love you too. She's glowing. She has the yoga glow, doesn't she? Yeah.
And someday I'll wish that my daughter will start doing yoga. I hear all the time.
And your husband again, maybe too, right? Yep, yep. I think you did Bikram Basics one time, and I think he was doing it too. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. It's all good. It's all good. Do we not have the best area though, where we have the yoga and the track? I mean, is not Campbell like such, don't we just have the best area here? This area is so great. Yeah, yeah.
So when I'm probably not doing yoga, I see. I was not here consistently coming, but I used to see Michelle all the time walking on the track. And I'm like, okay, it's still the memory of the yoga. I'm like, oh, I have to go back. I have to go back.
I know when people see me, they always give me a confession. I'm so sorry I'm not back yet, but I will come back. And the grocery line and that, and it's okay, it's okay. It's nice to see you, right? I know, it's really funny.
So I still remember, Michelle, it was almost 2 years ago. I think we were walking, and I was not with my family. I was just walking alone, and then I talked to you. I was going through something at the time in the life, and then you gave me those 2 class cards. I'm still saving them. I'm not going to use it, but that was a trigger for me that I need to go back. Very next day I came, and then I decided for myself that I'm going to do the 90 days. And really, it really helped. I always, whenever I come here, somebody said it's the best therapy. Yeah, for me, I feel just so happy, so relieved. When I go back home, my daughter says, yeah, looks like you went for yoga. She can feel the difference.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Manal. You're so sweet. I remember that conversation. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah. Go ahead and pick your beautiful shirt or bag or whatever. How about Linda? And this is another family. Woohoo! If you guys want to all come up, you can. Congratulations. Congratulations. This is a regular 5:30 a.m. girl, right? Yeah. And oh yeah, I'm sorry. Let's take a picture. I'm sorry about that. The family. Congrats again. Congrats. It's nice to see you guys. Yeah, nice to see you guys. Okay, Linda, you guys, yay, right? And consistent in your practice, consistent as a wonderful member that you, I mean, and you know, I feel like I've known your kids too since they were born, right? So I just love that you're part of this family, right? And even got your husband coming into in the yoga. So tell us about this challenge. And how many have you done now?
Well, first of all, thank you, Michelle. All the teachers here, you all rock.
All the teachers, Ting, Reva, Matt, Sarah, Jeff, Michael. Who else? And and me, yes, and me, yeah.
Also, yeah, and those that are not
Yes.
here, like Carrie.
Carrie, thank you, Carrie. Yep, you guys are listening online. It's online people.
So how many now? So this is my 10th.
10. Wow, that's amazing.
I'm happy. It's my double digit now, so very excited. I'm catching up to you soon. But 10th, and definitely, and what was the other question? How long, or I forget how wide?
I forget too. I just want to know how many you did. But tell us about this challenge. Is there anything unique to this one?
Yes, and so this challenge is very unique, and even though it's my 10th one, and I knew I did a self-evaluation and self-reflection end of last year, and with so much going on nationally, and there's awesome people, but also strong and stubborn personality, nationally and also locally in the hot room and also at home. I knew I chose the word humility, and I wanted to work on being humble.
That was your angel word? That was your angel card? Humility. Oh, you just chose.
That's my word.
Like your word. Okay.
But my angel card was it's responsibility. So I'm like, oh my God, I already have enough responsibility in my life. Why did I get this angel card, responsibility? And then the word I just. But what I really wanted to work on was humility and how to be more humble, and so for a year I was practicing in the first row.
Yeah.
On this side. So it was hard, and why not this challenge? Try to detach from that, and so I was moving around in different parts of the room, and but also I'm very blessed that. I had my mother-in-law practice with me too.
That's right.
Yeah, so Ivy Lowe, and she was here with me 75% of my challenge.
Oh.
So that was very incredible. I want to also shout out Katya. She was 100% with me. And I think Katya and we've practiced probably like side by side for 10 years.
Wow.
So she is incredible, and she's the one that tells me, Linda, keep on coming to class, and then also a new friend, Neil, too, for the last 25% he joined. But I have to thank my husband Bing and my family for being the true support and cheerleader in my family, and for being there for me. So thank you.
Can't do it without support.
Yeah, the support for sure.
Yeah.
And they know that without yoga, I'll be cranky. So
yeah. So there's extra motive there, right, Harvey? Right,
yeah.
right.
So they know that when I'm home, I'm a much happier person. And I have to be honest. The 10th challenge, right? I mentioned that you all know. I became more serious with it's fun, first of all, but serious with the 60-day challenge while having children. So it is possible to be a mom, to work full time, and to do the 60-day challenge. So
I bow down to you, right, Michael? We were just talking about that today.
It's possible.
Yeah,
I didn't do it
Yeah.
before children. I didn't really do the 60-day challenge. I started doing it once I have a family, and I knew I needed that to keep me grounded, keep me centered, and keep me going. So all you keep me going, so that I can be an awesome and better person. And so thank you. That's all.
Yeah. How is the humility? How was that feel?
The humility.
Yeah, yeah.
So we have very strong personality in 5:30 a.m. and 6 a.m. And so that's one of the words. Humility and humble is what I wanted to work on this challenge and self-reflect during this challenge. And so I have to say key takeaways are trying to find ways to be, detached from that, find more appreciation, find more, and I dedicate my practice more in class. And so I just trying to find ways to be grounded and being positive. I also am taking to the next level. I'm working on doing 90 days challenge, and if I could do 90 days, I can do 100 days. So now I'm on day 82.
Wow.
So and then tomorrow I will do a double. I'm gonna take 6 a.m., 8 a.m. with Matt and Sarah tomorrow. So tomorrow, yeah. And why? Because I will volunteer on a Saturday all day, and so I knew I had to plan ahead, and I'm gonna do a double tomorrow. So that's one of my goals, is taking it to the next level.
Yeah, yeah.
And great question. So thank you.
Yeah. Linda is one of those teachers, you know this, teaching her. Linda is one of those that gives a big fat smile and triangle posture. Right? Is that your way to get through it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been smiling now, thank you, for 2 years now.
Wow.
Just to get through, so triangle, and then the croba, and then the floor bow.
You know, Lynn is doing that now too, right? You're pretty soon it's going to be the whole class, right? Yeah, yeah.
And I noticed that it helps me stick through the posture.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Smiling is like
right.
Yeah, it's
right.
the glue.
It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. L like Linda. That's right. That's right. Excellent. Well, congratulations. For those of you that don't know, Katya is always at 5:30 or 6 a.m. And I think she's been practicing since the first studio, if I'm not mistaken. You guys, she rides her bike here 10 miles, if I'm not mistaken, Matt, each way. Isn't that amazing? Riding her bike right here. Yeah. Congrats. Woohoo! Way to go. Number 10. Yes. So maybe pick something you don't have, right? Okay, then. Oh, yeah. I like those. I have a gray and a red one of those. They're cool. Make you look muscular. There you go. Yeah, you have to wear that tomorrow. Thanks again. Thank you for all you share. Thank you. Thank you, Bing. Thank you, the family. I love seeing you guys, too. I have a name here that's been on my mind. Archana. Archana! Woo! Come on up, girlfriend. Bringing the good food, too, right? And looking so pretty in your pink. And also, what about, where's Tony? She is one of our all-star karma yogis, right, teachers? Is she not? Yes, 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 yes. Congrats, Archana. I'm going to give you the microphone to talk into. Tell us about the challenge. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
So this was my 7th try.
Wow.
And 4th successful. So I learned the mantra of success from some of the experienced ones. Sundar, and I know few of them are not here. So like from day one itself, I knew my first 2 classes were double.
Your first 2. Okay.
Because I knew I will miss some of them. So I planned it. So I think planning was the main part. I knew that I want to complete it on time. Rather, I think I did 2 classes extra. So yeah, what I learned in this one, every challenge is unique.
Every challenge, yeah. Yeah.
So this is my safe place.
Yeah.
So outside everything going on in the world, yeah, this is the safest place.
Yeah.
Where I find myself.
That's great. Yeah. That means a lot, right? You guys can lean on this place and come to it, right? Know it's here for you. That's awesome. Yeah.
So just, I think I'll keep on trying.
Yeah.
I know Sundar will be always ahead.
Yeah.
But at least something to look up to.
At least you know you're going to see him, right? At least you know you're going to see him, and doesn't he provide good energy too, right? Yeah.
There are few. I know Paula is not here. Like few. I'm usually practice at 4:30.
Yeah.
Another thing I did this year is, of course, I'm like full-time mom, full-time working, professional. I block my calendar. 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. I'm not available for anything else.
Wow. Because I know how busy you are. That's great.
This is my me time.
Yeah.
Everything can wait.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great boundaries. That's great. And is it working?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's working. Yeah, even though I have to wake up at 5 to make it work.
Yeah.
So other things I take care of, wake up at 5 a.m. But 3 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Wow. Well, we're blessed. We're blessed that you guys make this such a commitment and come here, right? And then you help everybody. So thank you, Archana. I'm so proud of you. I remember the day that you started, right? Yeah. I can't believe it's been 7. You tried 7, you did 4. God, does time go by fast. Man.
So my first time here, I checked one time on my profile. I think 2012, I first time came to your studio. But I was regular from 2017, then COVID happened. But since 2021, I'm regular.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So some of you guys dabbled in the old studio, right? And then COVID, right? Then that happened. Then we were in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That's so amazing. And wearing masks.
Yeah.
How did we do that? How in the world did we do that? We did it. You know, we did it. We did it just like Sarah said, right in class. You just do it. You just show up. And if that's in front of you, that's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do. Just do it. Don't give up. Don't let it, rattle your peace, and you move forward in your life. That's what you got to do. You got to do. Don't whine, don't complain. Shut up and move on, right?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, all the teachers.
Thank you, Archana. You're such a sweetheart. Go ahead and grab. Okay, let's get a picture. And I think before we call somebody up, I'm going to read one of the... Yes! I am proud of you for picking that. You guys, after we did this, we're like, oops, we did a mistake. We will never do this again. But what, it was COVID. We all had COVID brain. I think that's what happened. But yeah. Oh, yes, right. Did you guys hear that? She sees holy on it, right? It's like holy colors, right? Yeah. That's a great way. Makes me like it a little more. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Archana. Thank you. So, you guys, Claire Wright, our teacher, if she's online, she finished the 60-day challenge, and she wasn't able to be here. And she wrote a poem, and she asked me to read it. So I'm going to read it to you. Claire, during party time, I often share with you when the next BYSJ community party will be. Recently, it's been about the 60-day challenge. I love taking the challenge because I get to see many of you regularly, even daily. This challenge, I've been thinking of our BYSJ community, and I started wondering just who is you? Who are all of you? Many of you, I know your name. However, many of you, I don't remember your name. Some of you, she put you in quotes, I know at least something about. Others of you, I know little, even nothing about. But that's not at all important. We're still friends. What matters is that you and I care about yoga, this Bikram Yoga. We know it improves our lives. BYSJ is such a fabulous community because you are family, even if the only thing I know about you is that you practice Bikram Yoga. Love to all of you. Claire. Wow. That's the first time. That is really beautiful. Thank you, Claire. That's really awesome, right? We've got some new marketing material here, Michael. Okay, let's call up Roger. Roger Chen. Woo! Roger in the house. How about Roger and his competition, doing so good? Yeah, congratulations on so many levels, Roger. Such a pleasure. I'm going to give you the microphone. You tell us about this challenge.
Well,
How many for you, first of all? How many of you?
oh, it's yeah.
It's a lot.
I have so much momentum. Right?
Yeah, you do.
But like,
You do. You
yeah.
also look like you get taller every time doesn't he? Like, right? Is he not getting taller? Either that or I'm getting shorter, but that's another subject, right?
Well,
I'm just going to
yeah,
sit for a minute.
my journey. Well, I think what's interesting is my challenges standing head to knee on the podium, and during this. Of course, it's always like very nerve-wracking, and first, I really want to, thank the community because everyone's like wondering what I'm up to and what I'm up to next, with when's the next competition, and I really appreciate that because I feel that, even if you don't execute on stage, you still get like, you get the attention of, everyone in the community, and that's really.
And you did incredible. You executed it. I mean, you fell out the first time, but then you did it. Right?
Yeah.
You did it. Yeah, it's amazing.
And then the part about just what was going on in my head when I was on stage and all that, and I realized that what's really it's hard to prepare because my memory is very bad. Like it's not because my memory is bad. It's just when I am on stage, I have that. Way of thinking, and then and then 99.9% of my life off of the stage, which, I have my way of thinking. And I think during this, during the prep, I really realized that for myself, I kind of gained I realized that I needed the humility, the confidence to have the humility to ask for clarification on like my understanding, because when I was a couple days, I was like practicing, and of course, like everyone is like watching, and Matt is watching, and then I came to the realization I needed to ask him a question. I was like, okay, so because I was like every day I was walking my dog, I was like, okay, how do I balance on this leg, and then do I move it to the middle of this leg? Do I move it right, or And then I was like, I was trying to explain my epiphany to Matt, and then blah, 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 right? And then I asked Matt the question, so what you're saying is that by the time I'm on my one leg, not just for standing head to knee, but other poses, you're saying the balance is still right in the middle, still like the same when you're standing in the middle? I was like, and I was like, oh, is that simple? So then I realized, I'm probably concentrating on something psychotic,
But you're proud of yourself for the ability to ask. That was something new you said.
Yeah, because I feel like, I don't know. It's just like you feel like I had the, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just kind of like you feel like you have to ask that question, right? So how was this challenge for you? You just come every day.
Yeah. You come every day. You do.
Yeah.
Once a day. Once a day.
Once a day.
Okay.
The challenge is, doing a class every day, the more I started getting out of my own head and kind of after I get, it's a lot of it comes from just doing a lot of the other, just having the concentration that, every single Friday we have practice, and, I have to kind of have some, some form of the, some like resemblance of a posture when I'm in class. And so just kind of trying to do it the right way. Yeah, doing one class, it's really tough. A lot of times when I do a double, I don't know. It's just.
Are you wiped? Do you go home and eat, take a shower, sleep? What do you do? Hopefully you eat.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really, compared to the other athletes, like I don't have anything that's super disciplined, like my diet or even like how I do the homework drills, or I don't do any of
What your discipline is your consistency and doing
Yeah,
this
just keep it
practice. I mean,
simple.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
can
a
you?
little-
I don't know if you guys know, but Roger was in the second studio, right? And as soon as he started coming all the time, right? I mean, your postures have evolved like hugely, you know, and it's from your commitment, you know, your consistency and your discipline to stay with it. So. Yeah. Well, congrats on another challenge. I right? And are you here to stay? I think you're going to keep going, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, it gets because another, I think what it kind of brings me back to is like I was in a radiology residency before, and very similarly, like in the first 2 years, you just have this attending just like spewing information at you, and then I kind of wasn't. I mean, obviously, I found myself like kind of stressed when I had to like, you know, dictate my own reports, and kind of obviously like my synthesis was probably lacking, so it gave me a lot of stress. And you know, with so you know, after this period of time off from residency, I think having this yoga really kind of, I mean, it puts it's more of like a strict framework for how to exercise versus just like going out and running like a couple miles every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of realized that, yeah, I do have, you know, I don't think it's like I'm slow to process, but it's just that I have my own way of thinking, and it just sometimes gets in the way. So I'm really appreciate that, you know, this community and just working on what we do in this room kind of, you know, kind of makes my thinking a little bit more flexible.
That's
So,
great.
yeah.
No, I feel like I understand what you're saying, right? Like I feel like you're developing a better pattern on how you want to concentrate and do things. That's great. That's awesome. That's huge, right? Yeah. Congrats, Roger. It's always wonderful. Always wonderful. Always wonderful. Okay, you go ahead and pick out your. And is there anybody else in here that, Jeff, right? Did you do the 60-day challenge? You did? Well, then you got to come up here. And Uma, did you do it too? Okay, let's have Jeff and then Uma and Marina, right? Oh, you didn't. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. And you, okay. And I'll look at the list too. All right. Congrats. Nice, Roger. Good job. All right, Jeff. Jeff Aragon, come on up. Woo! Congratulations, buddy. Right? And I know this is a lifestyle for you and me, right? We've been doing this, you know, half our age, right?
About that, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead. Please share. Please
yes.
share.
Well, there's a little bit of epiphany for me in this time, because this is the first time I really tried to do the challenge when I was teaching. 2 years ago, I did the teacher training. And the problem is when you have time to do a training, a teaching, you also can't practice. So whenever I'm teaching something, it kind of blocks the practice. And the first couple of 60-day challenges that I did after, or I tried to do after the training, which was 2 years ago, there was no chance. I was so anxious to get out and start teaching and get as much experience to teaching that I put that as priority, and then the open slots that were left over weren't many. So I didn't know how to really bring those two together. So this time, because I noticed the last 6 months of the last year, I was only averaging 6 classes a month. And that's really dismal. I could tell it, I could feel it, it's not good. So I had to find a way to bring those two together. So this 60-day challenge was my challenge to do that. So I ended up actually achieving, I did 97 classes teaching in the same 60 days that I took.
Oh my goodness.
So that was what I finally found a way to merge those.
Yeah.
And that was a big break.
What's the secret?
I have no idea.
Say hi to your wife and then move on to something like, right?
Yeah, you know, the schedule changes and trying to fit that in. And
congrats.
So I cheated and did a triple on the 13th. So I know nobody knows that.
Tell me.
But only one. That was so a couple of days were 4 times a day. There was either 2 teaching and 2 trainings or one teaching, and one practice and 3 teachings. So I had a couple of days that were 4, and they were stacked. And, you just get through
How
it.
do you feel? Like, has it made a difference then?
Well, okay, a little tired.
A little tired,
Sometimes trying to fit in the way to drink, way to eat, and all the timings of things, and trying to fit it all in, and not get depleted and all that. So what's the question?
Well, I'm just curious. Was that test worth it to you?
Absolutely, absolutely. So something that I did notice in my practice is I had some breakthroughs finally with my floor posture. All of a sudden, the locust pose was easy. Like, what the heck happened? Leg goes up. I'm like, what? Well, that, because I had
So you had breakthroughs.
So many days where it was like 1 or 2 inches and it wasn't going any further. It didn't matter how I thought. And then one day it just did that. So this thing about doing every day, even if you do a double and you skip a day or whatever, you're doing every day, you're reminding the body more often, this is what I'm telling you to do, so do it. And eventually that breaks through.
Yeah.
One way or another.
The repetition.
Yeah. Because when we don't practice, it goes away.
Yeah.
Right?
God,
So-
as human beings, we need the repetition. We just do. Yeah.
And Bikram says, it's like going to the toilet. You do that every day, so you do this every day. It's cleansing the body, it's all part of your daily process. No different from anything else. So that was, and then another kind of thought came to mind. When I'm teaching, I try to think of something that's going to help people think of a different way of their practice, and a positive way. And then, so I say things here and there. And then suddenly I realized, you have to take your own advice.
You have to take your own advice.
Oops.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun to realize. It actually helped. So
Yeah. It's interesting what you think sometimes on the podium. It's actually
Right,
more
right.
advice for yourself,
because it's
right?
totally different on that side and on that side.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
when I'm there, I wish I was there.
Well,
When
it's
I'm there,
an
I wish I was
insight
there.
for you, right? Sometimes we think it's an insight for the student, but a lot of times too, that's why we got to be careful, right? On the
Sure.
podium too. It's really an insight for
Exactly.
yourself. Yeah.
Exactly. It was great. So, I'm really glad I did this time.
Yeah.
I finally broke through and managed to complete
Yeah,
it.
that's great. Congrats. I know sometimes you're in a lot of pain, so that's awesome to hear.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody who's
Yeah.
here.
Thank you.
Taking
Thank
class
you
or not, or
for
whatever.
being a
Appreciate it.
wonderful teacher and a valued member. And I know you've been doing this yoga since a garage up in Oregon.
yeah, the famous garage story right there. So,
Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome.
Having a great
yeah.
place here.
I know, right? Yeah, we are so fortunate. Go ahead and pick your swag of choice. And then I'm going to call up Uma. Woo! And the crowd roars. Can we roar, everybody? Roar. Trying to get everybody. Congrats, Uma. You look beautiful tonight, too, by the way. Please do tell on how long you've been practicing. And how long you've been here,
I've been
too.
practicing.
Yeah.
I mean, I started in 2008
Yeah.
in Funky Yoga San.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Because I know you were at Bomitra, too. Were you at Bomitra for a long time? Bomitra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was, and then I was practicing in Bikram Yoga Mountain View.
Yeah.
When it was
Yeah,
Bikram
right.
Yoga for
Exactly.
six,
Yes, well said.
seven
Yeah.
years, 7 years
Yeah.
back. And when it became Bomitra Yoga, and after that I had to take a break.
Okay.
And then I joined back now in August 2024 here.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been to the first San Jose.
Yeah.
But I've been to all of them. So
You've been to all of
as
them?
well, and I think when I went to Santa Clara, and yeah. So, but I'm back. But I'm back here. So when I joined, so January 4th, I came back from an international trip, and I came here with a lot of jet lag and everything. And Cynthia said, "Are you not doing challenge?" I said, "I'm thinking." She said, "What are you thinking? Let me put your name." So she put the name. So I said, "Okay, maybe I'll try for a week or so, and if I'm not going to be able to do it, then I'll just stop." Okay? But then I came for 7 days, and I just got cooked it, and every day when I get up, I'm like, okay, which class am I going to do?
Great.
Is it 6:30 or I can only come in the evening, so is it 6:30 or 4:30 or Tuesday and Thursday 8:30? Many times I also missed it, so I had to do double.
A two double, yeah.
I think
yeah.
I did 6 doubles. Yeah. Many times.
Oh, the husband knows. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Nando. That's what we do, right? That hurts, right? That hurts when that happens.
But I
yeah.
think in the middle of, I think maybe on the 25th day or 27th, I am like, okay, what are you doing here, sir? Right?
Yeah.
Just quit it.
Yeah.
Because I was hurting on my legs. So I took the tightening the knee too seriously. And my left leg is kind of hyper extended.
Okay.
So I think every time when I come and go back, it's paining a lot.
Okay.
And then I talked to Matt and I talked to Sarah, and then they told me what to do.
Right.
So I think it helped after.
Absolutely, right.
But every day I used to go and keep ice, and because I have to do it again next day. So after 50th day, then it was a breeze. So people who are thinking.
So 25 to 50. Yeah.
10 days is the breeze.
Yeah.
But I think it was a great experience, and the consistency is the reason why I started. But most of the time, I was focusing on listening to the words.
Nice.
Sarah always says in the beginning of the class, people just ignore the words being said, but that's what you should focus.
Yeah.
And so I always try to listen to every word the teacher says.
That's great.
And
that's hard.
That improved quite a bit. And every teacher says different things that are sometimes like a gem, right? Few things like Jessica says, no expectation, no hesitation.
Yeah.
So some of them are just the words, but it really has a lot of inner meanings. I always used to think about it. And Matt says, relax everything, everywhere. Like, oh, that is easy. And no.
No, it's not. Yeah, right? Yes, yeah.
And Sarah says, again, get into the Savasana, and that's what you paid for. I'm like, okay, 90 minutes, I'll just hang out here, and the last 2 minutes, I'll do the Savasana that I paid for.
Good.
But it's been very great experience, and I've become stronger. And
that's great, Uma. Yeah. Was this your first challenge that you've ever done?
No, it's the second challenge.
Your second challenge.
The first one I did with.
Okay. Yeah.
But that time
I'm so glad you're
struggling a
back.
lot.
Okay.
This time I think I enjoyed the process more.
Nice. Nice. You have a great. I think teachers, you have a great practice, Uma.
Thank you.
You know, you can tell that it gravitates towards you. Keep going. That's great. Nice to meet your husband too. Maybe we'll get you in the room also. Yeah. Congratulations. It's great. You're such a sweetheart. You look beautiful too. Okay. So I know we have Michael, and I want to read one more thing, but let's get a picture of Jeff with his shirt. I like the navy blue ones too, huh? Yes. All right, and you go ahead, Uma, you pick what you'd like. And Michael, I'm going to call you up, and I have one more to read. This is from Lynn Pham. She also finished, and she couldn't be here tonight. Let me. Thank you. Congrats. You guys, Lynn Pham is also a karma yogi, and she mostly takes at the 5:30 a.m. class. Wonderful. She's been around for a long, long time. She said, wow, 60 days completed. It is not easy to achieve each time. I have tried to finish it multiple times. I remember my first time finishing in spring 2018. She did 3 classes a day. Oh my goodness, don't do that, please. I was so happy since after 3 times, though, of doing this, I'm sorry, she's saying they said 30 days will change your body, but 60 days you are transformed, and that is correct and applies to me. After the first time of completing 60 days with the support from yogi friends and studio staff, I've continued to practice, and it is a special gift that I give to myself. Coming back from Vietnam trip early in January, I could not practice yoga quickly due to my dizziness. Finally, I came in on January 14th to practice and decided to sign up for the 60-day challenge with the purpose to pay more attention on practicing to have maximum benefits of each pose. With that mindset, my practice has been improved significantly with more focus, concentration. I've overcome my fear of standing head to knee, triangle, camel, rabbit. So what do I say next? Bikram Yoga San Jose is part of my life. Anytime, anywhere I travel, I always think and I'm grateful for the studio, which brings me strength, flexibility, confidence, joyfulness, etc. Today, I went to go ski at North Star. After 2 years, I haven't skied, and I feel so confident and to enjoy skiing with no fear. And I believe the 60-day challenge has brought me the strength and confidence. Thank you, Michelle, and teachers, your compassion of yoga, and for the studio. I appreciate it and very grateful to be a part of this community. Be happy and be healthy. How sweet is that, right? Thank you, guys. Guys are poets, too. Awesome. Thank you, Lynn, if you're hearing this, too. Okay, you guys, if I'm not mistaken, the only one left is Michael Wickler, right? Wow. Michael Wickler, our teacher in the house. You guys, how about our monitor slides, all of the communications, all of the marketing that this guy does, right? Round of applause for that, right? Yeah. So, and here is your microphone. Yes, congratulations, Michael. Do tell.
Yeah, so I just looked up today. I was looking up in Walla. I started here like 8 years ago already.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I started practicing here 8 years ago. I practiced before, on and off, up in the city and Daly City. And it was 8 years ago that I had found Bikram Yoga San Jose. And around that time, I decided I really wanted to change up my life to really make it all about yoga. And it was a slow process. So this studio has just been fantastic for getting that started in my life and carrying me through. It's been incredible. And
you make me cry because I remember when we first met you.
Because,
yeah,
I mean, I was working like a lot of us in really demanding jobs, corporate, and siloed, and not real satisfied with it. And that's why, after many years of that, I was like, I really need to change up my life, devote my life to my practice for myself, which then grew into the ability to bring my skills here for the marketing and the design, and then to become a teacher was a long-standing dream, and it took a little while, but I got there.
Yeah.
And it's been fantastic. And it's so incredible because it's such an opportunity, both in the practice and in the teaching, to really focus, to be present. It's an opportunity, and it's like we could be present in our life all the time, right? But it's in the yoga room that we really have that opportunity to do it, to really make it happen.
Yeah.
And then we can carry it out, into the world. So it's great. Yeah.
What a way to end the night, because your trajectory, I didn't think about that. I remember when I first saw you in the second studio as a practitioner, and I didn't know then that you would be a big part of, when we interviewed you with marketing,
step by step. You don't know where you're going to end up.
Step by step.
But yeah, I had heard of Bikram Yoga San Jose many years ago, and I was living in the city, didn't have a car, didn't need one. So San Jose, do you know the way to San Jose? Yeah, but it was too far away, it was a world away. But it was in the back of my head. And then after practicing on and off many years, I was like, I'm going to go check it out. Wow. And then, so I was coming down on weekends and still living up there and practicing in Daly City. And from that moment on, it was a big draw. Yeah. And at other times, I've been traveling around and practicing in different studios, and I would drive hundreds of miles to get here to spend a weekend to be here and practice.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's always been, a real focal point, for
And
for my
look
life.
at you now,
Yeah.
right? Not only
Yeah.
is it giving to you, but you're giving to it.
Yeah,
So
because
thank you.
that's been big in my life in general, is always wanting to be in a position where I'm giving and helping, and I've done that a lot in social services, and so I'm happy to be able to carry it through and plan to keep going for many years. So.
He lives in Monterey, so he drives to come here once a week, and he teaches at Sweet Heat down there too, which is right.
And I practice in two places,
Yeah.
and it's a challenge, but I have a great life down there, and yet, you know, this studio and this community and working with Michelle is just the you know, best. So even though I'm down there, I just do what I can to get here every week. So. Yeah.
You're awesome.
Thank
we love
you.
you so much,
Yeah.
Michael. Yeah, he's incredible, very talented, and we're grateful. Congratulations on another challenge, even with your busy schedule. Yeah, yeah.
Like Jeff was saying, you know, as a new teacher, it can be really hard to find that balance, but it's so important.
Right. Oh,
as a teacher,
I'm so proud of you guys.
to be
right?
practicing.
Matt and Sarah, we hear
Yeah.
it a lot. A lot of times you become a teacher and you forget your practice.
Yeah,
right?
and it matters so
not-
much to how you teach
Yeah,
every day.
yeah.
To have practiced, you know, 2
yeah.
hours before, and then to be
Become
up
would
there on
have
the
your
podium.
head. You got to keep your
It
practice
keeps
going.
me connected with everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And for yourself, right? The yoga first. Awesome, you guys. Yeah, thank you,
right,
Michael.
thank you.
Yeah, pick out your, thank you. You know, I love you so much. Yeah, means so much to me. Yeah, you should get a picture. Oh, you got that one. Yeah, I forgot we did that color. Awesome. You guys, these are the best events. I love them because they're so simple, and you know the point is to hear, you know, your stories, right? What you are getting out of the why of why you choose to do something, right? That is so special, but not easy, right? So thank you, everybody that was here, everybody online. Thank you, teachers, so much, right? And this is incredible. I don't know about you guys, but these sorts of things, right, inspire me for a long time to come. So, yeah. All right, see you guys tomorrow for class. Thank you, yeah. Do we want a group photo? Well, we could do that, okay, maybe. Those who want to stay, maybe we just come over here by the podium. Thank you. I know, we forgot about that, Michael, actually, right? Does anybody want to come in and we'll do a quick photo? Let's do a quick photo. Come on, Matt. Come on, Sarah. Thank you, Ben, for taking the picture. Come on, Marina. Come on, Nirmal. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Carrie. Whose face do I not see? TC, Eating, Shirley, Tony. Come on, Tony, quick. Okay, everybody. What's the word that we heard tonight? Yeah. Oh my goodness. I have kimchi in my head. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Kimchi! You guys kill me. Yeah. What? Don't, Julia, one more. Julia, you're supposed to be in here, right? Yeah, come on, one more. And how about we let's end by saying Bikram Yoga San Jose. Come on, let's do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bikram Yoga San Jose.